Okay, we are doing the Zendikar set review. Um, it's the new set coming out. All the rares and everything have been spoiled. So we're going to talk about our thoughts on these related to Eternal formats. But I guess more focus on modern, pioneer, and historic. If like those will be affected. Okay, so we'll start off with a flip card. We're going to explain how the flip cards work. So this is a mythic. It is a sorcery, and it says right here land, as you can see on it. That means on the backside of it, there's a land that'll be a swamp, and I believe the wording on it is for these mythic ones. It's a swamp, but it can come into play untapped if you pay 3 life, and it'll come into play untapped. Otherwise, it'll come in tapped. These when they're in your hand, they count as the front side. They don't count as the land. So if someone thoughtseize you, they can take these double face cards. So this would be a sorcery in my hand. Oh, sorry, it's also not a swamp. It'll tap for black mana, but it is not a swamp. So it is not fetchable. Yeah, for discard, it is not a land. In your hand, it is the non-land side of it. And so I can Thoughtseize you or Inquisition and take this card from your hand. And so in anything except the battlefield, it is a sorcery. So if you put it into play as the land side, you can't cast it as a sorcery. It is a land now. But if you bounce it into your hand, it is now a sorcery spell again that you can cast. But there's not like play it as my land. Turn 7, I would like to cast it. No, it's in play. You don't have the opportunity to use it. So I think these cards. I think these cards are insane. I think I don't like where Magic's going with this. Like, who was it? There's two pros today, Martin Yuza and the I can't remember who else was saying they hated Magic recently for the past 9 months. That they have felt that they've just been playing an experiment gone. They're forced to play an experiment gone wrong for 9 months. Yeah, these are insane commander cards. Actually, bonkers. Oliver 2. Oliver 2 is the other one. Which, same feeling, but it's like we're stuck doing it. And so, like, this is another problematic thing where you just these cards will make it so that you hit your land drop. You get to play what 32 lands, and 8 of them are spells, I guess. And so it's like, what do you're just not gonna whiff on land now because everyone's playing 32 lands. It's so like that's what I don't like about it is just like they whatever makes Magic more consistent makes the game of Magic worse. I think that's been my philosophy for a while. And you look at things like Mystic Sanctuary fixing the top deck, Arkham's Ashleigh banned because it gave everybody perfect mana. Once Upon a Time always giving you the same draw every single game, banned as well. London Mulligan, I honestly think we should go back to the Vancouver Mulligan. I I think I think London Mulligan's good, but it just like has caused too much problems with the game. That the trade off of having a more like that we have more games of Magic creates a worse experience overall. That yes, like we can have we don't get stuck on one line and just lose all the time now. And I do think in limited the Vancouver or the London Mulligan is phenomenal, but I think in constructed I think it's the London Mulligan what we have now is not good. And so these cards, these flip cards, I am not a fan of, but we'll see where it comes in Magic when we go from now. But that's how this mechanic works. So you get to raise your land count, always hit your land drops, and then have these random bombs. I'm not a fan of these cards. I think this card's very good though. you can play in your Death Shadow deck maybe as a one of 4 mana reanimate, but also just like the swamp that shocks you, or not shock, it bolts you. Maybe you play it in the Tarmogoyf version, so there's games you go to like you go late, so you cast it for 5, you get to get back your Shadow and your Goyf. The flip side is it taps for black. It comes into play tapped unless you pay 3 life. If you pay 3 life, it comes into play untapped. And so I think this card will see eternal play. I could see it being very well in Pioneer and Historic for your low to the ground reanimator decks, like Stitcher Supplier, Croxa, yeah. So I like this card a lot. I think it's a swamp. Like what's the cost of putting in your deck? Not very high. Upside, phenomenal. Downside, like barely any downside. Like actually just barely any downside is what's insane. Like the fact that it won't always bolt you. You can have it come really tapped. It's a nutty draw at the end. Um, yeah, there is a downside if you have to pay 3 life. You want to come and play untapped, but you get to raise your land count. I don't know. It'll be interesting, but very good card. I think it'll definitely see play. 4 mana get a Shadow. 5 mana get Shadow Goyf. Get back Stitcher Supplier Croxa. Next card. Akiri Fearless Voyager. 1 red white. 3/3 for 3, so that's good in the vanilla testing. Whenever you attack a player with 1 or more equipped creatures, draw a card. Okay, that's never gonna draw you a. Pay white. You may unattach an equipment from a creature you control. If you do, tap that creature. It gains indestructible 10 a turn. I mean, okay, well, I guess there's gonna be garbage we go through too. I don't see it's so expensive. Garbage. It's a 3 mana 3/3. True. A mountain which you can play as a 4/5. I don't see this having constructed playability. It's insane and limited. Like that's what I mean. Like limited's gonna just be I just have a land drop. Oh, it's late game. Like who put this garbage card in there? Might be drafted and limited. Okay, Ancient Green Warden. Oh, also all the when we get there, all the non-mythic ones that are dual land / spell, they come into play tapped, and they're forced to come into play tapped. Only the mythic ones can you pay 3 life for them to come and play untapped. Okay. 6 mana, reach. You may play lands from your graveyard. Okay. If a land entering the ability, it causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger the ability the second. Let's try again. If a land entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. So what this means, if you play Field of Dead and you hit that trigger off Field of Dead, you get a second field trigger. Will this see play? Probably not. It's probably too slow. Yeah, it's not really. I mean, Commander bonkers, but as for playing it in Modern, no, you'd rather play Titan. You'd rather play other things that win the game. It's a cool card though. It's a very good card, but just doesn't work. Yeah, that card's awful with bounce lands, Terra. I don't know what you're talking about. It is a great commander card. Okay, Angel of Destiny. Flying double strike. This one was weird. Okay, this one was weird. Thank you, Blitz, for the resub. Angel of Destiny. Flying double strike. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you and that player both gain that much life. At the beginning of your end step, if you have at least 50 more life than your starting life total, each player Angel of Destiny attack this turn loses the game. This card's sweet, but it's like maybe in our Angels brews that we play, but it's not gonna be like this is a dominant force. But this is a really cool card. Like this is cards I like where they're just like, hey, this is a Magic card. Yeah, Soul Sister's busted. 5 mana. It's sweet though. I think it's a cool card, but it's not gonna see any play outside of like tier 7 decks. Anti-cognition. Counter target spell or sorry, counter target creature or planeswalker spell unless they pay 2. And if you have 8 or more cards in their graveyard, counter that spell and scry 2. That's pretty good actually. Probably not good enough for modern. Pioneer, maybe. Historic, maybe. Like there's better things to do than it. It's a cool card though, but the issue is getting 8 cards into your opponent's graveyard when Url's a card, right? Like they're just gonna freaking wanted. They're just gonna freaking cast Uro again. Limited playable. Archpriest Iona. Okay, lots of text on this one drop. I love one drops with lots of stuff. Archpriest of Iona's power is equal to the number of creatures in your party. Okay, a party is the new mechanic. I'll read the subtext they have down there. This is what a party is. Your party consists of up to one of each cleric, rogue, warrior, and wizard. One card cannot count as all 5, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, you guys. Except for there's a rare in the set that counts as all 5. But you can't have a shapeshifter qualify as all things. I believe they have to be individual. Can someone confirm that? Okay, one card can only count as one type. Okay, and then now we'll read the second part. At the beginning of combat, on your turn, if you have a full party, target creature gets +1/+1 and gains flying until end of turn. I mean, this could be good. Yeah, having a full party is very unrealistic. You have to have so many creatures out. I think the only way that these will work is when you're playing the green card that counts as all of them. But this card could be good. It could be playable. Like, say, if you live the dream and hit it on turn 2, it's a 1/2. Ashia Soul the Wild. Ashia Soul the Wild's power and toughness are equal to the number of lands you control. Okay, so it's not like cheat this out. You cheat it out and with a breach or anything. So it'll be like a 5/5 when you play it. Non-token creatures you control are forests, lands, in addition to other types. Non-token creatures you control are forest lands. Okay, so this means if you have Lingering Souls, your Lingering Souls can tap for a forest, for a green. So, I don't know. You don't really... I guess it gets really big, but it doesn't have trample, so it's cute, but not that great. Non-token. Oh, non-token. Sorry, non-token. So if you have actual spells and not tokens, then those will tap for forest. Reading capabilities. This card, I saw this one before we started this. I thought this card is sweet. So it's one of the dual lands. As you can see, the land at the bottom. This will come into play tapped if you play it as your green source for turn. This one you don't pay to untap. Yeah, this card is actually bonkers. I don't know. Yeah, like we just played Sultai Gifts. We could slot it right in over the green line. It doesn't come back like if we use our Splendor Reclamation to get it back, like, or we can't get it off of Life from Loam, but it just gives you so much versatility. You can loam this back, though you can't. I don't think you can because it's not a land. It's a sorcery. Yeah, you cannot loan them back. And anywhere except the battlefield, they are what they say they are. So this is a sorcery everywhere but the battlefield. Yeah. Cards ability have been printed for, but the versatility of it. Like, the fact that you can run 28 lands in your deck, and with these, like that's the difference. Is like, sure, this is a worse EWIP, but like counting towards your land is so strong. You can play with Crucible though, but not loam it. Oh, that makes sense. I'd believe that. Yeah. I think people are really underestimating how good attaching a land to these spells are. I think that's like what's gonna just blow people away. Is like, you're never gonna miss your land drop. So I think this will see play in Modern. I think this will see play maybe in Pioneer. I don't know about Historic because the format just gets endless bans, so we don't know where. I like Historic a lot right now because it's like the old Pioneer, where Wizards cares about it and actually monitors it. So yeah, like when you play lands, like this card's sweet. You hit your land drop, you get to have the versatility of a very strong spell. Base Camp. Enters play tapped, you can. It's garbage. If it didn't come to play tapped, it'd be sweet, but it comes to play tapped. One in a blue. Creature your opponent's control get -2/-0. Okay, garbage. Black Boom Rogue. 2/3. Black Boom Rogue is +3/+0 as long as the opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard. Not going to be constructed playable. Blood Chief's Thirst. 1 black. Destroy creature. Planeswalker with CMC 2 or less. Okay, so not bad. Kills Bren. It spells kick, destroy target creature or planeswalker. For 4 mana, it's just too costly. If it was 3 or less, but like eliminate's so much better. Like eliminate's just way better. The fact that it can only kill 2 or less is so huge, and it's a sorcery. And the kick is too expensive. Like if it was 3 mana kicked, I'd say it would be really good, but 4 mana is way too much. There's way better cards to be using. Yeah, they're gonna print 11. Yeah, they print a bunch of 2 mana walkers. Fudge. What is this? Oh, okay. I love these. These are the things that I think are sweet. So I can't flip these, sadly. But on the other side of it is a forest. So you can play this from your hand as a forest or a plains. So whichever color you need, you just put that in. Like these cards are sick. I love these. Does anyone know what? I guess we'll see all of them. So this one's green and white. Sorry, it's green white. It's not a forest or a plains. It is a green and a green or a white. They do not count as towards that. They can't be fetched. But I think these cards are actually bonkers. Like this is what I would love to see. Like this is what I love that they made. But then they went and ruined it by freaking putting spells and creatures on garbage on it. But this is what I loved. This is the part of the mechanic that I really liked. First pick, so you just don't spend wild cards later. Yeah, I'm not gonna spend wild cards on that. Oh, and here's the this is the other side of it. So this is the other side of it. You can choose which one you want to put in. I thought they printed 6. They only print 5. Oh, and this is the white black one. So I think what? Am I high? Branch off pathway. This is the white black one. They'll see play. I think they're great. Brushfire Elemental. 2 mana haste. Can't be blocked by creatures 2 or less. Landfall. It's just too expensive. This card's sweet, but it won't see play. You gotta pay too much to put into it. But it's an awesome card. 0/17. 0/17 sick. Just block everything in this game. Oh, Doran? Doran, baby. Doran clap. This card's awesome. I don't think it'll see. I mean, like, if you meme and you put it in, meme and throw it in, what's it called? Turn 4, take 17. Okay, this card is sweet. I love this card. Cleansing Wildfire. Destroy target land. Any land. Its controller may search their library for a basic land card, put it on the battlefield tapped, then shuffle the library. Draw a card. So this is, let's hit their dual or their bounce land. Let's have more things to do, more Ghost Quarter effects in our Red White Leon and Arbiter deck. It's Field of Ruin, but a spell, but it hits basics. It hits basics and it draws you a card. I love this card. This is this card paired with the blue one. Hopefully that's in here. The enchantment. The search is a May. Oh, it's a May search. Okay, so it's not exactly like Phil, but it's a May search, and it does come into play tapped. Okay, so a little bit differences of Field of Ruin. Gruul plays this 100%, right? No, Gruul plays Ponza. Gruul plays punishing. Yeah, what's it called? Gruul plays pillage because it gets it takes away land, not because it filter like Gruul. Yeah, and they play Blood Moon. You don't know. Gruul won't play this. But this card is sweet. Great sideboard. Helps versus Tron. Helps versus Amulet. Helps versus Fill the Dead decks. What happens when you target your own fetch? It will fizzle. If I target my own fetch and I fetch in response, it will fizzle because the card has no target. But you can destroy your own fetch if you choose not to fetch. Yeah. But if you have that stupid indestructible lands, then the land stays in play and you ramp yourself and draw a card for 2, which is pretty sweet. So this card's great. Clear Path Pathway. This is the blue-black. Sweet. I love this. You guys know I love blue-black. I am so happy that blue-black got more effing dual lands to play. Oh, Darksail Citadel too. Oh, man. Give me a second. Blue-black. Oh. Play all my Dimir garbage controls. Blue-black is the best colors. You get to play the Inverterless Inverter. Oh. Will Grixis have a good mana base? No. We need Triumphs to have a good mana base. Oh, man. That was a great card, though. 1 mana. Counter target non-creature spell unless its controller pays 1 plus an additional 1 for... Okay, garbage. We don't have things in our party. This card. This is the one that I think is bonkers. I think this card is insane. Confounding Conundrum. 1 in a blue. When Confounding Conundrum enters the battlefield, draw a card. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under an opponent's control, if that player had another land enter the battlefield under their control this turn, they return a land they control to its owner's hand. Okay, 2 things. 1, it is lands entering the battlefield. It is not playing a land, which means playing a land would mean they would go play land for turn, cast Explore, play second land, bounce. And it would only trigger because they played both lands. But if they played a land, you Ghost Quarter, they get a land, then not bouncing. That wording comes from playing a land. But this one says had a land enter the battlefield, which means if they play a fetch land and fetch because they go oopsie, they will bounce a land to their hand now because 2 lands entered on that same turn. So things that with this is, I think this card's nuts because it prevents your opponent from playing on curve if they're stuck with a fetch land. This is not legendary. Does this stack? So they won't get a play on. They don't get a play on turn. They do stack. They're not legendary. It comes in a... Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was going to say... I was reading it. I was like, it should stack. Say you have 2 out. Say you have 2 out. They go land for turn. And you're like, okay, Field of Ruin you. Bounce 2 lands they had. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're gonna play decks that main deck for these. Yeah, and it cantrips. This card should not cantrip. This card, it's main deckable because it cantrips. This I will play this in blue white. I will play this as a 2 of. I will just play this in control because I think it's nuts. We're playing 4 filter. Like, yeah, I think you can main deck this card. It should not cantrip. Like, this card is bonkers. I think it can just force your opponent to play off of curve. It can stop Earl from playing a second land, which is huge. Yeah, I think this card is insane. A lot of people said they're like, oh, it's not that bad. I think it was Spike who said to me that this card's not that bad. But I was like, this card's nuts, and everyone's like, no, no, and I'm like, I think this card's nuts. The fact this card would be fine if it didn't cantrip, but because it cantrips, is what makes it like you can't main deck this garbage. Like I'll throw this garbage in blue white. Shaking their boots? What do you mean shaking their boots? What's wrong with Crab? Amulet players. Anyone's an Amulet player nowadays. You just play lands, win. Who cares? But yeah, this card's nuts. I love it. Let's play it. Like any format, I don't care. This card's great. Like that's all I can say is like this card's great. It's less great in outside of modern, but you just play filter. I love it in blue white. I absolutely love playing blue white, and I would love to have this. Okay, crawl a card. Yeah. 2 and a blue. Whenever you cast a kick spell, draw a card, then discard a card. Okay, not that good. When it enters, you may look at the top 5, put a kicker into your hand. Okay, there's not enough kickers to make it playable. Coveted prize. They cost less for the party spells, so party spells I don't think are really going to be constructed playable. Yeah, like it's a fun ADH card. You can tutor. So you tutor and get to play a spell with CMC. Oh, that's pretty cool. It gets Coco. Oh, it's sorcery Coco. That's a pretty cool card actually. You like turn 1, turn 2, turn 3 cast Coco. Oh wait, what do you have? What is wait a second. What do you have in the Coco deck that's going to be able to cast these? Yeah, what kind of garbage creatures? It's cool, but like playability, like because it's restricted to those types, we'll have to wait and see. Ooh, wait, Jace? Isn't Baby Jace? Baby Jace? Is Baby Jace a wizard? He should be a wizard. This is pretty cool with Baby Jace. If you have a full party, oh wait, you have to have a full party. If you have a full party, you may okay, it's garbage. Never mind. It's just a tutor. Never mind. This card sucks. I thought you could do it no matter what. It sucks. My bad. Forgot about that part. Red green. Playable. Like gonna see lots of play. Like these cards are great. Bayloss, 7 mana, kicked, Hexproof Haste. There's better cards than this. Crawling Barrens. Okay, comes play untapped. I like that. Manland. Pay 4, put 2 1/1 counters on it. You may have it become a land. Oh, wait, yeah, you're right. E-Tron, I guess. It like you can dump so much mana into it. The other option was the Vigilance land, but the issue with that is it was always a 3/3. This is like I have 16 lands. Oh, I get to tutor up this, make it an 8/8 swing. Oh wait. Oh, you don't even have to make it a creature. You can just dump counters on it. Okay, I think yeah, E-Tron fits right in. Awesome. No trample. Oh, this card would be nuts if it had trample. I think this card's very good. I think it'll see play in Zardatron. I think Ter's right. Etron needed a man land. It did not. It did not need a man land. Deliberate. Scry 2, then draw. Instant? Ooh, ponder for... Oh, wait. What do we have now that does this? Oh, we have the enchantment. Is this better than the enchantment? Omen of the Sea. We have Omen of the Sea. I mean, no, it's not better than Omen of the Sea, but... Preordain? Omen, yeah. Omen's better, but... I mean, this could see play. It's something. Like, it's instant. It's something to have. Drana the Last Bloodchief. 4/4 for 5. Whenever Drana the Last Bloodchief attacks defending player, choose a non-legendary creature card in your graveyard. You turn that card to the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it. The creature's a vampire addition to its other types. Does this card... Which one... Does Sorin put in vampires? What types does Sorin put in? Does anyone know? The 3-mana Sorin? Vamps? Okay, so it could put in this. It could be Pioneer. Pioneer. This could be a thing. Goes long. Put in turn 3. They kill your 1-drops. You put this out. It's a 4/4 historic. Yeah, I could definitely see playing historic. It's a very cool design. I really like it. Like, sure, your opponent chooses, but one, it gets a +1/+1 counter. Have you ever played Sorin cheat vampire cheat? Yeah, with the 7-drop. Would you rather put in this guy, a guy who draws you 3 cards? On average, it usually draws you like 1.5 cards. I guess like that's the slot it's competing with. But also, I think it's just an addition. I think you go like whatever number they have now, and then you just play like one of these. 5-mana do nothing. Yeah, I think it could be a mono black vampires card. I think it'd fit in as a maybe one of two of. I think it could be playable. I think it's that power level. I think it's a good card. Emery's Call. This is the other mythic dual land. So this is the one that you can flip. You can play as your planes, and if you pay 3, it comes in play untapped. Otherwise, it's just your tapped land for turn. I think this card is... I'm also going to slide right into my... what do I call it, you guys? My blue-white decks. I blue-white control, and why not? Put one more in, you know what I'm saying? What's better for blue-white? This or the blue one? I believe this one is. And I will get why when we get to the blue one. I'll explain that. So this is 7 mana, make 2 4/4 angels. They're indestructible. You have to fairy, so you can put this out at instant speed. 7 mana, you will reach. You also have to fairies the 3-drop, so you can play it at instant speed. Phenomenal card. Good win con. It doesn't even take up a slot because it's your effing land, which is like that. Like it doesn't even take a slot because it's your land. Like that's the thing. You can just play 2 of these. It's your land drop. Who effing cares? Yeah, like this. Like these cards are stupid. Bonkers. Will see played. Yeah. It still takes up a slot. If you need to untap, let me tell you something about blue white. I can find a time to play a tap land. If I dire need of it, I'll pay a 3, but it takes up a slot. But it's like, remember back in the day? You sound like back in the day when we were talking about companions. And you're like, it takes up a sideboard slot. I'm like, who cares? Like that's the same thing here. Who cares? Look what happened with companions. No one listened to Big Daddy Chief. Oh, man. Feed the Swarm. Destroy target creature or enchantment. An opponent loses... Also, yeah, no more basics. Blue-white plays 8 basics anyways. Okay, the one that gets Blitz Moist, because he can't keep it in his head. Feed the Swarm. Destroy target creature or enchantment an opponent controls. You lose life equal to that permanent converted mana cost. Okay. Wait, does it target? Destroy target creature. Oh, it targets! That's very good. Because usually the enchantment decks have a ton of enchantments, and this targeting, the only thing you had before was Farika's thingy, and it's 2 mana. This card's nuts. It will see play. Black does not have access to enchantment removal. This is exactly what they needed. Historic Godfrey's Gift. Historic Godfrey's Gift. We finally have a way to deal with enchantments. This card's bonkers. Goodbye, ley lines. Jeez. And it destroys creature. It's 2 mana, no restrictions. You lose life. That's a drawback, but it's worth it. This card's phenomenal. A+. Feldar Retreat, landfall. It's just overcosted. This card's interesting. I think it's deceptive. I think people think it's good when it's not. 1, it's legendary. You don't get multiples. 2, it's a dead card most of the time. 5 mana. Colorless creatures you go get +2/+2. Whenever you tap permanent for colorless, add additional colorless. Whenever you cast colorless spell, you gain 2 life. It doesn't draw you cards. Goes infinite with Basalt Manolith. Okay, sure. Legacy, have your day. Yes. Sure. Okay, this is a creature, but also you can play as your island. A tapped island, blue source for the turn. Feldar Tree will be good. Probably not. But that's okay. You may have Glasspool Mimic enter the battlefield as a copy of a creature you control, except it's a rogue. Wait, what? Enter the battlefield as a copy of a creature you control, except it's a shapeshifter rogue in addition. Wait, what? 3 mana copy. Wait, what? You control as I mean, like, sure, but like, pretty good. I guess like it won't copy their stuff, but it's nice. Yeah, you control. Oh, it is normal copy CMC for your own things. I guess it's a land too. It's like it's not gonna see play because you don't have other stuff, but it doesn't even slot into the companion reanimator deck. It's cool that it's also an island, but it's nice. It's a nice card. Historic Spirits. It's a rogue land. Okay, Grandma Skyclave Ravager. Oh, this card's sick. I don't think it'll see play. Oh, wait, maybe in scales. Let me read it. Grandma Skyclave Ravager enters the battlefield with 3+1/+1 counters on it. Whenever another creature you control dies, if it had a +1/+1 counter on it, put a +1/+1 counter on Grandma. When Grandma dies, create an X black and green creatures token where X is number of counters on Grandma. So it's a 3/3 that when it dies initially, it makes a 3/3, which is awesome. Maybe in Pioneer the green black, the decks. A cyber card to get around board wipes. Yeah, good for Pioneer in the Scales decks. I think because they kill it and you get a 3/3, which is sick, or even bigger. And also it enters with more stuff. I think it's awesome. I think this card could see play in Pioneer. I don't know about Historic, but I think this card's sweet actually. It's 6 power for a 3-drop. Yeah, like 3/3 initials, they kill it, get another 3/3. It's really good, like really cost efficient, and it gets bigger. I think it's awesome. This is the dual land, the black-white dual land. I think we saw the other half, but this is the other half of it. Aggro Mauling, Grandma. This spell costs 1 less cast if an opponent controls no basic lands. You're paying 3 mana for a murder or a chance to play a land. It's, but that's the thing, like with like these things are like hard to judge because Is it worth it for you to play 34 lands, but you're playing these cards? So it's interesting. It's very interesting. You cannot use it to retrace a Raven's crime. And so I think like these cards are what's scary is like bet you get a murder, but also you have that land drop. Like you keep these hands, which usually would have one or two lands in it, but then you randomly have this garbage in your hand, and you have another garbage in your hand. You have four lands. I think these. I think, yeah, I think this card is playable. Like I would play it in multiple Pioneer decks, maybe as a two of. Oh yeah, you can get Thoughtseize. I guess if you keep one lander, this is your one land. You get Thoughtseize. Yeah, these cards can be Thoughtseize. So there is that drawback too. Is like, oh, they only have one land. I'm a Thoughtseize. I'm gonna take this. I think this card is playable, even though it's powered down. I think because you have the option for it to be a land drop is what lets it be playable. I think it will see Pioneer play. I don't know. One plays Murder, but Murder with the chance to be a land is very big. Uh, One green, maybe a modern. I don't think it'll be modern, but I think Pioneer for sure. One in a green. Choose one. If the spell is kicked, choose any number instead. Two counters on a creature. Gain X, where X is the greatest power among creatures they control. Target creature you control fights target creature you don't. Oh, it probably won't see play. Very good limited card, but yeah, different inscription. Okay, 4 mana initially. Choose one. The spell's kick. Choose any number. 8 mana. You have to pay for this. Okay, so if you pay 4 mana, scry 2, draw 2. Very good for face value. Oh, it's a sorcery though. Ugh, if it was an instant, this card would be nuts. Return up to 2 creatures to their owner's hand. Target player creates an X where X is illusion creature where X number of cards in their hand. I'm not gonna play this garbage in blue white. Or else did you play this garbage? You're not gonna play it in Team or Ramp or whatever. For the instant, no, it's sorcery. Yeah, not modern playable, not really Pioneer playable. It's just garbage. If it was instant, heck yeah, but no. Okay, this inscription. Choose one. The spell is kick. Choose any number instead. Okay, same thing. 3 mana. Target opponent discards 2 cards. Okay, that's good face value for 3 mana. Return target creature card with CMC 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Okay, not that great. Destroy target creature with CMC 3 or less. And you have to pay 7 for kicking all 3? This one? I think we'll see play. I think in Pioneer we'll definitely see play. I don't think it's modern playable, but I think in Pioneer it's awesome. The Mind Rot actually is pretty decent. Destroying your creature for 3 is fine. Returning the returning creature, I don't imagine it'll do very much. Doesn't look that good. If you do all 3, you go destroy, discard 2. Like the fact that you can pay 7 and get your 3 for 1, 4 for 1 is very nice. I think it's a good card for Pioneer, maybe Historic. But I think Pioneer, it slots right into many things. Not many things, like a couple decks. Like maybe Blue Black Control, definitely Mono Black sideboard. I don't know. I think I'll see play Summer, okay? Jace Mirror Mage. Okay, someone tell me all the combos with this deck, with this card. Fun fact, thanks to Magic Aids, if you have Teferi's enchantment, the 4 mana enchantment, the one that raises if you draw an additional Teferi's Ageless Insight. If you draw an additional card, draw another one. So the way it works with this and Jace's Mirror Mage is if you have the enchantment out and you activate Jace, draw a card, it replaces the removal of the counters on Jace by drawing a second card. So Jace will lose no counters, which is pretty sweet, and I didn't even know that. Oh, and they also don't reveal. So for face mana or face value, you pay 3 mana to get a 3/2. You get a 4/4 loyalty. Draw. For 5 mana, you get 2 of them, which could be decent. If you can pay 2 to kick it, so you can get 2 of them. Starting a loyalty of 1. I like this card. The problem is it can't defend itself. I think it's a good engine against certain decks. I think paying 5 mana to get 2 is pretty awesome. I think it'll see play. I like it. It's a good card. It's fun. Like this card, this is a good planeswalker to like print rather than having Oko. It can't defend itself, which is rough, but yeah. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 1. I guess you have this or Censor. This card is sick, but I don't know, man. Censor on a land. You can't cycle it. I think Censor is better than this, but it's weird. It's so hard to evaluate because they're lands, but I do think Censor is better than this because you already don't want to play Censor, you know? Kaburi takes down, deals damage equal to number of creatures you control. Okay, garbage. Can't block warriors. 2 mana 3/1. Pay 1. Choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn. Gets +1/+1, or target creature becomes a coward. Target creature gains trample. Oh, so you can make it so something can't block. Interesting. I don't think it's play because like when you have to pay more mana, things usually aren't that great. Mammoth. This card, okay. You get 3/3 for 3. All great. Pretty good face value. But then you also get, whenever land enters, it gets +2/+2. Or it's your land drop. Mono green Stompy in historic, standard. Yeah, like this card's great. Like this is great card to just play more forests. Like you get forest, you get this. 3 mana 3/3, good value, and then land drops 5/5. Very good. Kazi Royal Chaser, red and blue. Flying Haste. Your next instant or sorcery spell you cast this turn costs X less, where X is the number of wizards you control as this ability resolves. Oh, it has to resolve too? Ugh. It could just do nothing? Weird. Not very good. But the good. I don't know. I don't think it's that good, but Commander, obviously, but I'm not going to be like throwing this in a blue-red deck, you know, just to reduce the cost of my spells. Kazul's Fury. It enters as either you can put it in as a tap mountain. As additional cost cast, that creature deals damage equal to sacrifice. Oh, it's a fling. It's a fling on land. Fling's all play. This card's really good. I think it was a good enough card for me. Ambusher. Target creature you control fights target creature you don't control. And a green source. Yeah, why not? Like, that's the thing with these lands. Like, it's just like, I could play it as a land or, like... Can you Uro this kind of lands? Yeah, you can... This could be your land drop. If, like, Uro... If I play Uro and I need to put in a land, this can be my land I put into play. Red or blue land? Oh, the is it land? Whoo, mama! This is lost play. This is awesome. Wait, no, you can't. You can't. Can't you? You can't put them to play with Uro? Can you not? Oh, jeez, we'll have to get a rules check. Okay, it's looking like you can't. It's looking like you can't, I guess. Good question. We'll have to confirm that another time. I guess we'll know in 6 days. Okay. Sweet dual hand. Yes, we'll see play. Awesome, awesome, awesome. 4 mana, 4/3 flyer. Woo! When it enters the battlefield, you may reveal a card you own named Legion Angel from outside the game and put it into your hand. What? What? Wait, what? Wait a second. What? How do you split it? 2 main, 2 side? Oh. 1 main, 3 side? I don't know. Depends how you want to play it. 2 main, 2 side. Companion Angel. Wait, this card's awesome. I don't know how you'd split it. 3 main, 1 side? No. Maybe you go like the reason why is because yeah, like the thing is you gimp your sideboard, but like it's 1 mana. I'll get it for my sideboard. Boom. Oh, I'll get it for my sideboard. Like late game, I'll get it for my sideboard. Boom. Wait, you reveal a card you own from outside the game. Yeah, that's your sideboard. That's for your sideboard, not the exile. Like, what if you main deck? Dude, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna screw over our FN sideboard. We're gonna go 1 main and blue white control, and then 3 of these in the side. Boom, 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 boom. That's what I'm talking about. Just throw this in blue white, ruin my sideboard. I'm down. This card's awesome. It's not modern playable, lol. It's not. Pioneer, juicy. I don't know. Play a 2-2 split. The issue is, like, I don't know. It's a sick card, though. Leyline Tyrant. You don't lose any unspent mana. Extensive is then. Interesting. 4 mana gets bolted. There's no bolts in Pioneer. Red Omnath. It does like the opposite of what you want to do, but it's a fun card. But probably won't see play. Linvala, new Linvala, 3 mana, 3/3. I like that. Oh wow, there's a lot of text. At the beginning of combat in your turn, if you have a full party, okay, there goes that. Sacrifice Linvala, Hexproof, Indestructible. Choose Hexproof or Indestructible. Creature you control gain that ability in 10 turn. That's not bad. Give your team Indestructible. Maybe. Yeah, if you have a full party text, might as well not exist. Yeah, just skip the full party text. Spirit already plays. Okay, engine. 2 mana copy activated triggered ability you control. Pretty good. Copy target instant or sorcery you control. You may choose new targets for the copy. Copy target permanent spell you control. This card could be nuts in Eldrazi Tron, to be honest. Oh, I'll copy a double Thought-Knots here. Oh, like, uh, do they have any lands? Yeah, Dicetron. Ooh, Dicetron would be nuts. Too much checks not to be good. That's not true. We could go back 10 slides to that 5 mana artifact that did nothing. I think this card's sweet. I think you'll see play. Dicetron, awesome. Coffee card liberated. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Lotus Cobra. Probably won't see that much play. It doesn't look that good. Luminarch Aspirant. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put a +1/+1 counter target creature control. Okay. Green and white scales. Ooh, green and white scales actually. You know, actually would be pretty poggers with this. Maybe in Pioneers could see play. Historic could see play. Like, counters would be awesome. At the beginning of combat, it's a 2/2. It's a 2-mana 2/2. It's yeah, limited pack one, pick one. Maddening Cacophony. Green white scales. Each opponent mills 8. Okay. If this spell was kicked, each opponent mills half the library rounded up. I could break mill, you guys. I can make mill good instead of it being one of the worst decks in the format. Like, people who play are just like, wow, what's wrong with you? Like, did you get dropped in your head? Like, but now it's just like, hey, Squatchy broke this. Mill him. Okay. Do you know how many times I go to 6 cards in my library? Oh yeah, wait, the enchantment. You get to play two card combo, the 3-mana enchantment and this card, and you just play control. What if we did that? What if we played Sultai, Uro, Fraying Sanity, and this? So just go Uro, Sultai, and we play full control, Fraying Sanity, and then this. And then that's it. That's it for the control that we play. Everything we don't play any other mill stuff. We just play those two things. How bonkers would that be? And 017 Crab. No, not 07. This card's actually nuts. I think this card's actually insane. Might as well play Traumatize then. What's Traumatize? 12 Crab. Wait, what? Honestly, no, like, no joke. Like, what if we do Frank Sandy and this? Rounded up. So they're going to die. Rounded up means they're going to die. Like, literally, we ditch all the bad mill cards, which is all of them, and then we put back in Frank Sandy and this. And then we just play control deck. Like, we just play control and then we are combo kill mill them. Blitz, you know I'm not lying. Like, you can't tell me last event you ever won with mill. Because I already know it's none. It's nothing. It's 0. I can. Oh, 1? Yeah, 1. 1. It doesn't exist. A top 8 challenge. I've top 8'd with the worst garbage ever. Like, anyone can top 8. If 200 monkeys enter, 8 monkeys are going to top 8. That's my slogan. Okay, let's go next. This card's sick. I'll break mill with this. Don't worry. I'll break mill with this. I got you guys. Don't worry. Magmatic Channeler. As long as there are 4 more instants, it gets +3/+1. Okay, big boy. But the problem is it doesn't have haste. Discard a card, exile top 2 cards in your library. Choose one of them and play them. This card's pretty good, but it doesn't have haste. It's a big butt. It could be easily a 4-mana 4/4 or 2-mana 4/4, which is pretty good. Get rid of your lands in your hand. I could see this seeing play. It's a good Pioneer card. Watch this see play in Vintage. Honestly, maybe. Discarded card, reveal top 2. Very, very strong. Make it a 4/4. Very, very. Is it yours or their library? Wait, you just need 4 more instants? Oh, instant? Okay. Gray and Pioneer blue-red spells. 2-mana 4/4. And you get to ditch your land out. Wait. Now we're talking. Very good card. 2 mana does quite a bit. And you can ditch your land and get 2 things off. Wait, is it play? Exile top 2 cards in your library. Choose one of them. You may play so you can hit your land drop. This card seems very good. I like it. I really like it. I think it'll do well. I think it could see play in every format. Maybe not modern, but definitely Pioneer, definitely historic. Actually, no, maybe it could see play in modern. Stampede. So it's your tap planes or okay, wait, no, that one's just garbage. Okay, Rebirth or tap swamp. Choose target creature. You lose 2 life until end of turn. That creature gains when this creature dies. Turn to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control. Interesting, because it's a swamp. The bad card actually can be played. I don't know if you'll put it in your deck, but it's actually like it's pretty like this is very well costed for pseudo like reanimate, but also a swamp. I don't hate it. Like I like this card because I usually hate it, but like yeah, I think it'll see oddly. I think it could see some play. Just I'll just play turn 1 as my tap swamp. Okay, whatever, chill. But like, you can use this, get some value off it. What about this? Play Uro, cast this 1 mana explore. Uh, Master of Winds, flying. As it enters battlefield, draw 2 cards, then discard 1 card. Okay. +1. I like that. +1, 1/4. Wait, 1/4. Whenever you cast an instant, sorcery or wizard spell, you may have Master of Winds base power toughness become 4/1 or 1/4 until end of turn. Gross. That's awful. Okay, I won't see any play. Equipment, 3 mana ETB attached to a creature you control. Okay. So, this is a bomb limited card. It won't see play outside of that, but this is a bomb limited card. Murug. Oh, this card's sweet. Okay, this card's awesome. 6/6 for 6. Each creature you control gets +1/+0 for each time it has attacked this turn. Landfall. Whenever land enters the battlefield under your control, if it's your main phase, there's additional combat phase after this phase. At the beginning of that combat, untap all creatures you control. This card plus Uro can go infinite or Primeval Titan. Well, I mean, Uro's finite. Primeval Titan, there you go. But oh, it has to be main phase. Sorry, that's wrong. It has to be main phase. It has to be main phase. This card's fun. Oh, Minotaurs! In our Minotaur garbage, we can play this. It'll definitely see play in my Pioneer Minotaurs deck. I like it. Moss Pit Skeleton. 2/2 for 2. If it was kicked, it enters the battlefield with 3 counters on it. Okay. Whenever 1 or more counters are put under a creature you control, Moss Pit Skeleton in your graveyard, you may put Moss Pit Skeleton on top of your library. Grazer. Vigilance, 2/3. Tap. You may put a basic land card from your hand. Oh, it has to be basic? Basic land card from your hand onto the battlefield. Okay, so meh. Return target basic land you control to its owner's hand. Return target basic land you control to its owner's hand. Interesting. I don't think it's that good, but it's an interesting card. Ooh, the backside of our Dimir land. This makes me happy. This right here. This is why we play. Oh man, hitting all my colors in Dimir. Hitting turn 1 Thoughtseize or maybe turn 2 Counterspell. Oh man. So, okay, this card I thought was garbage. Someone sent me a list with this. So you ramp it out. Yeah. But if you grape shot it, you create a ton of 1/1s. Or shattering spree it. Because each copy off of your storm triggers it. So it'll be interesting to see where it goes. It'll be a fun card, but just keep in mind that Storm can target it a bajillion times. Nahiri, look at the top 6. Maybe you hit a card, awful. Minus, deals damage to target creature, planeswalker into the twice number. Doesn't even hit the player, so can't even kill with storming off. This card goes to Stoneforge Mystic. I mean, it's just bad. It's just not a good card. Create a if this was a 3-mana walker, sure, but because it's 4, just Just empty with more steps. Yeah, I guess it fits in the hammer deck. Like it fits very well into the hammer deck. Red white tutor equipment. The 1-mana tutor thing. Okay, Nahiri's lethal forming. Sacrifice X lands. For each land, sacrifice a sway, draw a card. You may play X additional lands this turn. Lands you control enter the battlefield tapped. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, this plus the blue enchantment's nutty, but it sounds like doing nothing with extra steps. Scape shift in red. I think it's a bad card, but it's fun. I think it's I guess it helps with flood. I'll sack it at my tent. Imagine if this was a swamp. A mountain. Why couldn't they put this on the mountain? The mountain would be nuts. Ooh, red white. Ooh, Nighthawk. Flying Death Touch Lifelink. Scavenger equal to +1 plus the number of cards among cards in your opponent's graveyard. Oh, it's only your opponent's. Okay. Jund players believe this is the new Jund card. Why? I mean, it's very good. But I wouldn't play it in modern Jund. But I think it's very efficient. Literal Flying Goy. At worst, 2/3 Nighthawk. I don't think it's a 2. I think it'll just be like a 3/3 or a 4/3. You get your sorcery or your instant land, and it's a very good card. I don't think it's good enough for modern, but I think it's good enough for Pioneer. It's very efficient. It'll trade off. It could be a big boy. It just gets in. I think it's a good card. Can be blocked if you had another enter the battlefield this turn. 2/1 at the beginning of combat. If you have whole okay. Nissa of Shadowed Burge. Landfall, put a loyalty counter on the Nissa. Okay, not bad. Untap target land becomes a 3/3 elemental with haste. So you don't for 3. So baby Nissa. Okay, pretty good. -5. You may put a creature card with CMC cost less than or equal number of lands you control on the battlefield from your hand or graveyard with +2. That's pretty good. Play a turn 4 or 5, play a land, get something back with 2 counters on. I think this card's very good. The problem is it doesn't defend itself. The problem is it doesn't defend itself. That's the big thing. But it is a very powerful ability to reanimate and give 2 counters on it. I think it's a good card. I don't know where else he played, but I think it's pretty decent. Null Priest of Oblivion. Menace lifelink, 2 mana. If it was kicked, return target creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. Ooh. Oh, it has Menace and Lifelink for 2? And it's Vampire? Okay. I mean, it's an insane commander. I don't know about commander, but it's an insane limited card. I think it's a good card. 6 mana, reanimate, get a 2/1. But having a 2/1, I don't know. It's hard to say. Like, only deck I can think about Pioneer is mono black deck. Okay. Nath. Okay, so hypothetically, we play this turn 3 or 4 with Niv, right? Okay, where we go from there? Play my fetch land. Boom, first one comes in. I gain 4 life. Cool, I'm always down for that in Niv. I fetch. It comes in. I get 4 more effing mana. Cast Niv. I think this card's nuts, so in the butt, so. Wait, when it enters the battlefield, draw a card? Oh, I also get to draw a card? What? I'm gonna play this in Pioneer Niv Mizzet. I think it goes right into Pioneer Niv Mizzet. Modern Niv Mizzet? Honestly, maybe. Like, you put this out turn 3. Why does it have cantrip? Before I was like, but like cantrip. In Brawl Niv Mizzet. Brawl Niv Mizzet. You can play anything in Modern Niv, let's be real. This card's great. What's the third thing? If it's the third, deal 4 to each opponent and each planeswalker you don't control. That's random, but sure. Undo inversion. Yeah, why not? 8 mana, destroy all impermanents. It's a plains, otherwise, I'll play one of it. Like, I'll play one of, why not? Ura, Skyclave Elephant. Lifelink 3/3 for 4. Whenever Skyclave, Hierophant, or another cleric you control dies, return target cleric with CMC less than your mana cost from your graveyard to the battlefield. What good clerics are there? That's the thing you gotta be asking. What good clerics are there? None. Orin Reef Ooze. That was literally the only thing in Kingdom of Mine is Ration Cleric. When Orin Reef, you don't know that. When it enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Okay, cool. When it attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on each attacking creature. Oh, that's pretty cool. Is this better than the one that puts on 2 counters? Mother of Runes, dead card, dead card. Pioneer Skills, maybe? Oh, yeah, that's a cleric that makes the 5/5? That's actually pretty interesting. Okay, 3 mana, target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a card from it with CMC cost 3 or greater. That player discards that card. You have a tap swamp or a bad Thoughtseize. Interesting. Phylath, 6 drop, 5/5. When it enters the battlefield, create a 0/1 green plant each token for each basic land you control. Okay, basic lands. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, put 4 +1/+1 counters on target plant you control. Probably won't see play, but it's pretty cool. The other side of the red-white land. Relic Amulet. Whenever you cast an instant sorcery or wizard card, put a charge counter. Oh, yeah, you gotta pay that. This card's bad. Relic Robber. Haste 2/2. Whenever Relic Robber deals combat damage to a player, that player creates a 0/1 colorless Goblin Construct artifact creature token with this creature can't block. At the beginning of your upkeep, this deals 1 damage to you. That's a very good effect to make it deal 1. I think this card's very, very good in Pioneer for mono red and historic. Having things that just deal damage to them over and over is so huge. It's a goblin. Oh, fudge. It's a goblin, too. Oh, perfect sideboard card for effing goblins. Stupid goblins. Oh, the other half of my blue-red land is beautiful. Rolling Regoith. Sack a land, search your library for up to 2 basic land cards, put them onto the battlefield tapped, and shuffle your library. Three mana growth. Interesting. It's very good against Blood Moon. I don't know if this will see play or not. 3 mana ramp spells probably just slow for modern, but this card is pretty good. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, Rolling Vortex deals 1 damage to them. Okay, 1 damage done is good. Wait, it's 2 mana as well? Wait a second. Wait. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, Rolling does 1 damage to them. Nuts? Okay. Very good for 2 mana. Whenever a player casts a spell, if no mana was spent to cast that spell, Rolling Vortex deals 5 damage to that player. Just the extra gravy. Your opponent's can't gain life this turn. This card is pretty good. Usually Vortex costs 3, so it costing 2 is so relevant. I think this card's phenomenal. Oh! We've got crabs. It's the thing that only mills your opponent and gets around Leyline of Sanctity. So this card would be good, but I think my version of mill is just like a million times better. So I don't think this card's actually that good because you just play Frank Sandy in that new card. So I think that's just better than 8 crab. Scourge to the Skyclays. Okay, here we go. Hard disagree. Well, maybe when Mill wins something, instead of me having to revamp it to fix it. Whenever you cast a spell, if it was kicked, each player loses half their life rounded up. 2 mana Shadow. Will Mill ever be good? No. Scourge of the Sky Power's toughness are equal to 20 minus the highest life total among players. So if I play it and I'm at 14, they're at 17, it's a 33. I think it's really good in Modern. Because 1, you're always going to be fetch shocking. 2, there's very few decks which don't lower their life total, right? So I think it's fine in Death Shadow, maybe like Red Black Burn. The subject's self such a boost. I don't know. You tell me why you choose to voluntarily play Mill. Like, I don't know. That's like playing it's like playing Abzan, in any format. You just lose. Oh, it's also a cast trigger. It looks like a solid card though. I think it's just a 2 mana big boy. Bolt, and Big Boy. I think it's a very good card LC play. 1/1 for 3. Okay, what am I doing here? I don't even want to read it because I know it's gonna be awful. All I read was 3 mana 1/1. Let's read it. Landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, create a 1/1 green insect creature token. If you control 6 or more lands, create a token that's a copy of. Oh, jeez. Talking about your abuse, not the deck. No. Seagate Restoration. So this is your mythic blue one, so you can put it into play untapped by paying 3 life. Draw cards equal number of cards in your hand plus 1. You have no maximum hand size for the rest of the game. Cost 7 mana. The reason why this card is bad is because generally when you're playing it, or if you're in top deck mode, and this is what you rip off the top, and you have nothing else in hand, you're paying 7 to draw 0. Like, you generally are going late game and you'll have like few resources, and then You just top deck it and you just like, wow, what am I doing with my life? Draw cards equal to the number of cards in your hand plus one. Oh, sorry, plus one. Plus one. 7 mana, draw one. Sorry, you draw one. Okay, that's still awful. So the white one's like way better than this. I think this card's awful. Like, it's so late game that you just have no resources left. It's just a win more card. So I think it's awful. Seagate Stormcaller, 1 blue. When Seagate Stormcaller enters the battlefield, copy the next instant or sorcery spell with converted mana cost 2 or less you cast this turn when you cast it. If C spell was kicked, copy that spell twice. So you're paying 5 mana to pay an additional 1. I don't think it's that good. You pay 3 mana to... Maybe? Copy twice a bolt. That doesn't sound bad actually. I could see playing this. Like, it's pretty good. It kind of works. I think it'll see play, but it's deceptive to how good or bad it's going to be. Play this out, Thoughtseize them. Take 4, take 2 cards. It's interesting. Tap white land, protect your color, blah, 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 blah. Shadow's Verdict, 5 mana. Exile all creatures. Oh, this card's sick. Exile all creatures and planeswalkers with CMC 3 or less from the battlefield, and all creatures, planeswalker cards confirmed as 3 or less from all graveyards. Gets rid of Uro. Deals with the walkers that you can't deal with. Hits Teferi, hits Narset. What would actually play this? Grixis in Pioneer. Grixis in Historic. Demir Control. It's playable, but not too playable. It'll be, yeah. Esper Control. Maybe? Yeah, it's hard to say. It's definitely not modern though. 3 mana 4/3. What? Wait. 3 mana 4/3 trample haste. Okay. So there's got to be some drawback, right? Okay, let's see what the drawback is. If was kicked, enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it. Okay. At the beginning of your end step, if doesn't have a +1/+1 counter, return to the owner hand. Oh, it goes back to hand. Okay, there's the downside. Interesting. I don't know. Haste, 3 mana 4/3. 5 mana 5/4 trample haste. Pretty good. Graft onto it? This could be a very good card. I don't know. Great Henge, yeah. Graft has a purpose. Okay, this is the red mythic one. Shatterskull Smashing deals X damage divided as you choose among up to 2 target creatures. Yeah, that's bad. Or planeswalkers. If X is 6 or more, deals twice X. So you gotta pay 8 mana. So we pay 4 mana. What do you get out of it? Deals X damage divided into choose among. Okay, it's a land though. Yeah, but it's not worth it. This one's actually just like not that great. Automatic 4 in literally every red deck. Shut up. No. I guess it comes with... It's actually... Oh, yeah. Wait. It comes with play untapped. Yeah, you just play at least 1 in every single red deck to exist. You don't play 4 of it. But you can play 2. Yeah, because you can bolt it in. It doesn't hit player, it's just a removal, but it's also a land slot. Like, it's something you can play for a low cost. It is a cost, but it's a low cost. Like, you're not playing it in burn, but you're going to play it in other stuff. But, yeah, you definitely play it. You definitely play at least one. Yeah, you definitely play it. Like, you're the one doing the aggro, and just late game, it's insane. You'll stop yourself once you take 12. Yeah, sorry, it is playable. I forgot it's untapped potential, so it is playable. Look at the top cards of your library. You may reveal an instant or social card among them, put them into your hand, put the rest in the bottom of your library in random order. I'd play this in blue-white. Sure. Oh, this card is pretty good. I can't remember what the combo is, but I know it's good. Enters the battlefield, exile up to one target non-land, non-token permanent you don't control with CMC 4 or less. Enter the battlefield. The exile owner creates a exile. How does it come back? The combo is put into play off of. Yeah, it's just a solid spirit that has answers things. It's a good card. A ration cleric. Oh, 2 life. I don't know. Pickaxe. This thing's garbage. You can kick it to make 3 of them. It's a ramp. I don't know about this one. Shade. Can't block. If his kick gets 2 +1/+1 counters on it, whenever his land, you may cast it. Or landfall, you may cast it. A resilient threat. Probably good in Pioneer and Black. Actually, it's pretty good in 3-1 for 2. Dredge. Dredge is hard because it takes up a slot. But it worked. I don't know. Pioneer Dredge is sick, but I think it's too slow for modern Dredge. But I could be wrong, but it seems too slow to me. Because I feel like if that's what you're doing, you're casting that for turn, you're just gonna lose. Blue black, flash flying. As long as the opponent has 8 or more cards in your grave, rogues you control get +1/+0. Okay, so it could potentially be a 2/3. Whenever 1 or more rogues you control attack, each opponent mills 2 cards. And 2/3 flyer could be okay. Red or Act of Treason. Probably not playable, but very good to have. Soul Shatter. Each opponent sacks a creature or planeswalker with the highest confirmed mana cost among creatures and planeswalker control. That's pretty good, actually. You get to deal with Hexproof. You get to deal with planeswalkers. I like it. Very good card. Spikefield Hazard. Your tap mountain or deals 1 damage to any target. If permanent dealt damage this way would die, exile instead. Not bad. Oh, yeah, that last one does Nissa. Squad Commander, 4 mana, 3/3. Whenever enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 core warrior creature token for each creature in your party. At the beginning of combat, you have a full party. Okay. 1 mana, green. Enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it. Whenever a creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it becomes target of a spell an opponent controls, create a 1/1 green insect. Pay 1, put a 1/1 counter on Swarm Shambler. What? Oh, it's just counter theme set? Okay. Three mana, 2/2 flyer. Flying has lifelink as long as it has 5 or more counters. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, put a +1/+1 counter on Tubrox. If that creature was a cleric, you may draw a card. If you do, you lose 1 life. Okay. Interesting. Cleric. Crap. What's a cleric? Red Black Junsack. I guess. I could see play. I don't. This one. This is the one that fills everything. It is a cleric, rogue, warrior, and wizard, so it fills your party up. When it enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, reveal the top 6 cards of your library. You may put a card that shares a type with it among them into your hand. Put the rest in the bottom of your library in any order. So this is very good for the party cards. Great and limited. 2 mana, 3/2. Two mana, 1/1 that ramps, or it's a land. Pretty good. I don't know if we'll see play like in constructed, but very, very good. Tazari, Beacon of Unity. The spell costs 1 less for each creature in your party. Okay, so that's never gonna happen. So it draws you cards. It'll be good for Commander. This card's busted. It'll be played in freaking everywhere. This card's nuts. Wait, oh, so it doesn't even fill all 4? It doesn't even count like that? Okay, then that card's still garbage. I thought that card got around it. I thought that card actually counted towards it. So this one, you get to steal Aether Vials, you get to play in Vintage, like... Yeah, Party's awful. It'll probably be fun and limited, but Constructed will be awful. This one's nuts. Amazing Merfolk sideboard. You can play this in so much. Yeah, like this card's great. You just get to steal things. It can't be 0, but you can make it 1 and then steal something. So you pay 3 mana to steal Moxes. Yeah, this card's a Commander staple. Like, this card's nuts, so. Very, very phenomenal card. Throne of these Makindi. Charge counter on it. Remove a charge counter from Throne of Makindi. Add 2 mana of 1 color. Spend this mana while you cast kick spells. Aww. Kick spells. Steel Black Lotus. True. 1 in a red. Thundering deals 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Rose for planeswalkers. Decent. Ooh, green red. The other side. Timber Symbiosis. 7 mana. Look at the top 7 cards of your library. You may put a creature card from among them on the battlefield. If that card has CMC 3 or less, it enters with 3 additional +1/+1 counters on it. Put the rest in the bottom of your library in random order. Amulet Titan is stable 4 of. I don't know about 4 of, but probably at least 1, maybe 2. It's 4. I don't. It's it's not 4. 100%. It's not 4. Why would Titan play this? It lets you get more. It lets you search for your Titans and put it into play. It's a land, but like, I know it's a bolt land, but even still, it's not a 4 of. You still need diversity for your spells, for field, untutorable. You can't get rid of your 4 forests. Like the issue is like the space required to play it. Like, there is space. I mean, like, all I could ask punt, F Paul's. Who else is the amulet only people? It's only 40% to Titan. Yeah, like, there we go. Punt is like soul to soul the devil to play this deck for life. He tell you better than anyone else. Like, there's no punt. There's no way this is a 4 of, right? Like, yeah, like you still have Summoner's Pact, and yeah. It's not a 4 of. It's like a 1, maybe 2 of. We discussed it on the type. Yeah, but I'm not ever gonna listen to that. Just tell me how many. It doesn't hit Titan. What? Yeah, it does. It hits things. If Paul is high enough, I think it's 0. There you go. 1. Yeah. F podcast. What is this? 2007? Umara Wizard. Whenever you cast, it literally places a land that does play it. Just try it. You'll understand. Just play it. It's not free. It is not free. Just play it and you'll understand. Just play that deck through 4 leagues with it. 4 of you'll be like, wait, this is bad. No, if it's CMC 3 or less, you get to put 3 counters on it. You can still put a Titan in. Whenever you cast an instant sorcery, I've already play tested in paper. It's very good. Play against good players. I don't know what I say. Like, it's not a 4 of. I guarantee you, it's not a 4 of. Play test some more. That's usually the answer. Play test some more. Whenever you cast an instant sorcery or wizard spell, want to bet? Sure. Yeah, I would take this bet. Easy bet. Easy bet. Yeah, it's not a 4 of. It's not a 4 of. If the one person that $50 every time player's playing 4 in under 6 months. 6 months? That's not fair for you. Because things will just get banned. The issue is the deck just goes away. Is this a shave my head bet stream? Okay, anyways, let's finish off, then we'll go back to it. Umara Wizard. Whenever you cast an instant sorcery or wizard spell, Umara gains flying. Okay. Valakut Awakening. Okay, you either get to put any number of cards from your hand to the bottom of your library, then draw many +1. So it replaces itself, which is great. It helps your flood. It hits your land drops. Great card. I'd rather you shave your head than pay me $50. Valakut Exploration. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, exile top card of the library. Play that card for as long as it remains exiled. What? At the beginning of your end step, if there are cards exiled with Valakut Exploration, put them into their owner's graveyard. Then Valakut deals damage to each opponent. What? Does that much damage to each opponent? Oh, so it's still end of turn. Still, this card's very good. I think this card's great. Does it say play? You play. You can hit a land. This one's pretty good. This one is pretty good. This one will say play. And it's 3 mana. This card's very good. Okay. Blue-green. Visually, the split current enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it. For each mana spent to cast it. Sure. Whenever you cast a kick spell, you may remove 2 counters from a Missouri. If you do copy that spell, you may choose new targets for that spell. The thing is, kick spells suck, but this card's chill. That one's not a land? Not this. This one. This one's a land. Alright, where are we at? Valakut's Awakening. Where do you go? This one. Beast, red. Trample haste, 2/2. I should just stop reading. It looks like Goblin Guy. It looks broken. Exploration not a land. I didn't say it was land. I said the other one was a land. Whenever guide deals combat damage to a player, return a land you control its owner's hand. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. That's a very big cost. Trash. 4 for 4. Whenever it enters the battlefield, search your library for a basic forest card and a basic plains card. Reveal those cards, put them into your hand, and then shuffle your library. Okay, 4 mana 4/4, draw 2. Sick. Players can't pay life or sacrifice non-land permanents to cast spells or active abilities. That's a very good card. 1 mana 2/2 defender. This card's pretty good. Wait, enter the battlefield, search your library for a basic forest card, basic plains card, reveal this card, put it in your hand. So 4 mana, draw 2. Right? Players can't pay life. Oh, all players. Or sacrifice non-land permanents to cast spells or activate abilities. Interesting. Turns off Citadel. Turns off our fetches. 4 mana for 6. The spell costs 1 less for each creature in your party. Okay, sick. 5 mana. Flash. 4. Pay 4. Return unblack attacking rogue. You control this on his hand. Put Zareth battlefield from your battlefield tap attacking. Oh, so it has ninja. Kind of. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you may put target permanent card from that player's graveyard on the battlefield under your control. What rogues are there? That's a pretty cool card. 6 mana. Each opponent loses 4 life. You gain 4 life. Okay, garbage. There's lots of rogues. Ooh, Brazen Bar. Ooh, that's pretty good actually. Wait, that's it. We did it. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for watching. That was a long set review. There's a lot of cards. I think this set's going to be really fun. I'm excited for this set. Let me know what you guys like. If you guys made this far, what cards you like, what cards you don't. What cards do you think I was wrong about? If you think Titan's going to have 4 of that green card in it, or you're crazy, like one of the options, I don't know. You tell me, people. Oh, oops, all spells. We'll have to talk about that later. I don't know what it is. I don't know enough about it, but I know it'll be pretty good. The 017 crab. Yeah, let me know what your favorite card is from the set is. Leave a like, subscribe. Let me know like down below. Peace.